Hey, last set of dredges is in 3.5 minutes. Uh, um,
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
I was really fortunate last time around. I had a lot of assistance, people hooking me up with dredges. That doesn't happen very often. I wish I'd have known in advance because I do still have a road crew that I could use. The irradiated cutthroats to double all of that. But it's been really a battle getting uranium on my own. So I'm not quite sure that this is the best time. The best time probably will be maybe in Tuesday if I can do that and get up early. Hey, Monster. Liam did get back to me. I think he may be joining us here shortly. So it looks like you're the only one here right now. But I did have one Hellstrike that was repairing. I went ahead and I put that in a slot 5. I got this one that is still quite a bit damaged. I can see me possibly being able to kill like 360s. Oh, hey, Liam. I can see me possibly being able to kill like 360s with this one right here, but I'm kind of contemplating the idea of putting a couple of coin repair on it, just in case I'm fortunate. The BTZ, good morning from the West Coast. Welcome to my Twitch feed. So we got like 2 minutes. Let me go. I'll go ahead and I'm going to put a couple of coin on that. It'll just make me feel a lot better putting it on there. I don't like to coin for uranium, but you know, what the heck. I like to see how much I can get, and I'd hate to have somebody offer me help and then I not be able to accept it. So go ahead and start these repairs. Got my pirate cup. And I'm ready for some dredges. Alright, let me get my Hellstrikes up here. Usually I'll take my, I try to not put it right next to the tower. I mean, you know, there's some jerks out there that like to kill people's fleets, so. I was just giving somebody some advice in comms. I saw their base get smashed, and apparently one of their enforcers didn't have any armor on it. And the other one kind of sunk really quick too, so I'm thinking it was loaded with evade. 20 seconds. So this will be the last one until Tuesday, and but I do have a couple of things I can do, I guess. I have got enough uranium right now. I'm sure I can at least do 1 or 2 components. Alright, a 41 just spawned. Alright, so Nighthawk down here. Hey, Joel. Alright. I like going counterclockwise around the drac, or the island. So I go for this one first. Alright, now, again, the jab is on the, I try to put that like in line with my top bar here, and I try to get my boats down here to below the bottom bar. So right here I should be safe. Those are the screen landmarks I like to use. Yeah, they are going incredibly quickly. I don't like it either. But, I think maybe the 50s aren't going fast enough, so I'm kind of hoping maybe if they see the 50s go super fast too, they'll start adding more. I know I'm guilty, where in the past, I wouldn't hit the 50s, I'd only hit the 60s, but, I'm desperate enough now where I'll hit the 50s until they're gone too. Yeah, just from your Forsaken missions, 25,000 a week is not enough. And then when the event week comes out, 25,000. But I guess if you can't hit the 60s, you can't hit the 60s, or the 50s rather. If you can't hit them, you can't hit them. I mean, all right. So here, I put the jab all on the edge. I can see the whole thing, and my goal is about halfway across the chat box here, and then I can start turning around. Well, I actually got my evade as completely R10 now, and I also got my stealth armor R10. I've done some alloys, and I'd like to continue. I'd like to get my alloys completely done. Weapons, so I've done some weapons too. My assault torps are R10, my siege torps are R10. Alright, so I'm go ahead and get my Hellstrike up here. So somebody's hitting Drax. I always find it funny when the car goes up under there. Alright, let me get up here and retreat. I can't believe it's not done yet. Here we go. Yeah, well, the danger of sub-prepping right is that you're more susceptible to dredge thieves, and so a lot of people will one-hit them, but that costs you a lot of coin, and I'm not down with that. I'm not down with spending a lot of coin on these. I don't like to spend any. I mean, I did just spend like 4 coin on the one of my Hellstrikes, but I normally don't do that. But I don't usually get people offering me dredges either. And one of the guys here in Sector, he hooked me up with a few of them last go round. Flying Sponge, KD, how you doing? I actually just started this stream right before the dredges. This is actually still my first one. Oh, okay. Thanks, Lamb. I know you get a lot of traffic on your wall. Usually, let me go ahead and hunt me down another one real quick. Locator. Now, I know you, KD Flying Sponge, man. Don't be using this here to like track me down and steal my dredges, man. I know how you guys are. I'm just kidding with you, of course. Now, I generally leave my dredge killer behind. Crap. Oh, looky here. There's a KDE. Wow, look at them all. Everybody wanted that one. I hope this isn't one of those times when I only get one. Go, go, go. Liam, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a dog X over there. I don't know if you noticed, but they actually fixed it so the values don't change on the dredges now when you hit them. Usually they'll swing up or down about 400 or 500 uranium or whatever. They don't do that now. Oh, I'll do that once I'll do that once am looking for dredges. But right now they're still in my bookmark. So. I'll do something a little different here. Alright, so I get that jab about halfway, and I want to get my boats up about here. I should be safe right here, but then I'm going to start swinging upwards. It's just with the little shape of the circle around that javelin. The circle should be swinging right around here somewhere. What I'm going to try to do next is I'm actually going to try driving in between the Hurricane here, or the Hades, to get to this other boat. Welcome back, 50 Cal. The round table, if you look on the BV page, 50 Cal, there is in the events, it'll have like the YouTube stream is already in there. And driving right through the fire. I don't like doing that, but alright, that'll do me. Now, go outside and look for some KDE. No KDE here, so I'll probably be alright. Oh, we're looking forward to having you on there, Liam. I know the community hadn't seen on the BV community hadn't seen you around a lot, so I'm sure they're looking forward to having you on there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can get away really with playing the music on there. Hey, Mixter. Oh, welcome back, Scottini. I got the radio playing, local radio playing. All right, my retreat button's not loading up. Let's see if it loads up now. All right. Alright, so 2 and 5 are my kill boats, so I'm going to target the outside rocket there. Take number 5, tell it to come up here. I want it to target that particular rocket. And now I can go outside and look for something else. Oh, there goes looky there, flying sponge. I knew you were stalking me. I see him up there. Alright. Wow, my Nighthawks are kind of hurting. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can find some... this is this sector way I scan. Basically, when I'm at the east tower, I can go straight up and I find relay. I zoom out because that way I can cover a lot more area. Basically, one swipe will get me where I'm looking for. Alright, so I don't see any here in 292. So I go to 291 and I do the same thing, find relay. Oh, sucky sucky. Relay move here. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I just thought it was funny, Flying Sponge. I seen you on my screen. Well, crap. He got there faster than me. Not much I can do about that. Alright. So that's center. Find relay. It's 290. Find relay. I wish there was like a hotkey I could hit for find relay, you know. Oh, there's a big pelly. Holy cow. I didn't know there was any of those still around. That's King Kong too. I'm at 289. I'm just going to add a bookmark here because I don't trust where my hell strike is. It's in 292 right now. So I'm just going to tell it to go home. And then, alright, so that's... Oh, I can just keep my scanning up. That's east. This is if it's controlled by this is a theory I'm working with right now, but I think if it's controlled by an alliance, then it's probably not a dead sector, and I'm probably not going to find anything here beyond 5 minutes after. Now here we go. This is kind of a dead sector. 288. I'm just assuming so because it's controlled by Drax. But it looks like it might already be cleaned out. I think you need to find areas where you have like 3 dead sectors like next to each other. Then the center one's probably a good spot. So I guess when you land into a world, that's probably the first thing you want to look for. And I'm just kind of really brainstorming, talking out loud. So I'm not really sure. I haven't really confirmed that particular theory, but it's something I'm working with. Just kind of makes sense to me at the moment. Well, it looks like I'm limited to 50s at this point, so... I guess I'll go hunting for 50s. I could park. This is the sector where my base currently is. People know me here, so I kind of feel somewhat safe with my hell strikes. At 60s, Hey Timo. Yeah, I'm going to do 50s now. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. I'm wondering if my Nighthawks must have took some hits somewhere, because I don't recall taking that much damage. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but they'll repair overnight. Um, the hull raids are generally 50 cal. The hull raids are generally every 4 months, and or have been anyway. So you have December, you have April, and you have August. Should be the hull raids. Golly, man, my subs got beat up somewhere. Hi, Andrew. I've got 7 days. I actually wrote the time down earlier. I think for the ship, I wrote down the 17th. It should be done. I really hate the pop-ups. There should be an option to turn that crap off. You know what I'm saying? Because they are like the worst thing, man, for getting ninja'd. Yeah, yeah, they don't want. Yeah, what Andrew just said about robot saying because it's limited doesn't mean it's not coming back. Even though they've never released a limited hull twice, doesn't mean that they won't. They like keeping their options open, I'm sure. Just check my list real quick. Wow, look at everybody. I see Kinger North, Flying Sponge, Lane Kieran, Andrew Bond, 1998, 50 cal sniper, Lord Gaspode, Mixter, Monster 86, Nathan Bunyard, R. Pollock 99, Scottini 12, the BTZ, and Timo. Welcome to my Twitch feed. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to do something with the dialogues for sure. Looks like all these drag bases getting hit. I wonder if somebody's just going around killing the artilleries for uranium. Alright, number 1 back, 4 back, 3 back. Alright, so number 2 is going to be getting hit, so I'm going to tell him to drive around. I'll let 5 get a little closer first. Alright, let me go ahead out here and see if I can grab another one real quick. There's Sir Pimps-a-Lot. He's a good kid. His dad used to be in our group. The east side. I think a lot of people. I've actually had somebody advise me to go in from the east as well. But I think it really depends on the turret layout. I know in the 60s, really the only thing that shoots long ranges that you need to worry about is the jab, but in the 50s, it seems like everything in there is long range. So I just jump out of here and come back in from 12 o'clock and get these instead of driving around. Sometimes it's just quicker that way. You'll lose less uranium that way. Ah, come up. Oh, anger issues says his Twitch ain't working, so he's actually watching me right now, but he can't chat. I'll have to get him straight sometime. Haha, he asked where his massive shout out was. I just gave it to him. Wait a second, javelins are... I just put the javelin right to my backside and see what I can get away with. Hey, Alan. Oh, yeah, I figure it's going to take a hit. Alright, after this I'm going to go ahead and just go over the boats and all that from my slides from the Thursday night show. I'm probably going to be doing it on the roundtable too, but because I know some people had questions about the boats and I don't have all of the numbers associated, so I can't tell you if it's the boats are going to be fleet versus fleet or what yet. I can't tell you any of that, but I can tell you, explain some of the features with the new stuff. Alright, 3, number down, 4, go down, and just tell my number 2 boat to come over here, and my number 5 boat to come over here. So this will be it for the dredges. It's a darn shame, but I did pretty well. I can't complain. Well, you can always complain. The 60 should, I think, spawn for the whole 24 hours constantly and not just once every 2 hours. I mean, that's kind of craziness if they're only going to limit them to 2 days a week. They shouldn't limit them to every 2 hours during those 2 days a week. That's why it's so cutthroat. Hey, Brain Dead. More KDE on here. Don't be stealing my dredges now. Can't believe he's still working on that. Wonder if he's just holding on to it. He is. That dirty guy. Let me see here. You should let me have that dredge. Alright. He's probably, I'm sure he's not going to let me have that. But yeah, he's holding on to him. I'm going to bookmark it just in case he writes me back and says, yeah, sure, you can have it. What are the odds of that happening? The only thing left on here is 40s. And it is, I guess it is pretty much like a half an hour after. Alright, well anyway, let me go ahead and switch over to my slides. Let me go ahead and mute this music. I don't know, it seems like I actually have to look at the kicker back there for it to remote to work. It's really nuts. Yeah, well what I usually do, I'll show you what I do. You see this screen right here? That right there is currently 1.5 gig of memory. It is this Chrome is currently using. Usually once it gets over a gig, my screen, I start getting the black lines across my screen, and it's time to refresh. And just so you can see what it looks like, you seen how that memory just dropped way down, almost like it got a whole gig back worth of my memory. I mean, how nuts is that? But that's Battle Pirates for you. You know. I don't know if it's a flash thing or if it's a coding thing. I suspect maybe it's a flash thing. But, oh, he said he'll give it to me. Holy crap. $292 south. He's apparently holding on to a lot of them. Well, you'll have to hold on just a second because he's going to give me this. The software that I use is called XSplit Broadcaster. I'm just going to park right here. Wow, that was awesome. That was pretty nice, huh? Guy hooked me up, man. All I had to do was ask. Haha, you want to kill my Nighthawks? They're almost dead now, but I'd rather not have to repair them 100% if I don't have to. All right, javelins are right here, so right here I should be safe. To start turning around. Yeah, I'll talk about lucky, huh? The last time, last cycle, I actually got somebody gave me a 75 and a 60, 61 and a 75. Man, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Flying Sponge. There's a few different XSplit software. The one I'm using is called Broadcaster. There's one for gaming too, but that one pretty much is made for capture cards and games that run on certain platforms. But this one right here, the Broadcaster, will broadcast screens and windows if you want to do sections of your screen. Because if you notice on here, I have my camera's one feed. This is all in one scene. Then I have the little piece for my Twitch chat that I'm putting on here too. And yeah, I'm pretty lucky that way. They're a monster. But yeah, so this one right here, Broadcaster is awesome. I love this software. It's really great, and you can use it for recording too. So, well, obviously I am recording using it, and I know YouTube can speed up these days, but there we go. No, I don't think that's it. But I actually do know that guy, Sir Pimps a lot from DogX. I think he was NBK himself for a very short period of time. I knew his dad a lot better, and his dad was Gibby. And I don't know if Gibby's still playing or not. I haven't talked to him in a while. All right. Let me look outside, make sure there's no KD out here. I just told him I'll take whatever he can get rid of. When I see my hell strikes pop in through the tower, then I'll, and there they are. Then I'll go in here and retreat. Sorry for the delay with the presentation on the boats, but I need my uranium. Sure, yeah, I've done it a few times already, but I don't mind doing it again. Come on, hit that thing. There we go. Hey, pirates. Alright, so number 1 down, number 3 down, number 4 down, and I just tell it to come up here, and number 5, I'll do the same thing. '88 speed. All the Reaver Scouts. If I can get some of that right there, I'll take it. Alright, well that one's dead. Alright, so Hell Strikes, I'll go ahead and send home again. Go home. I love that too, the acceleration on the subs when they submerge mixture. I haven't done the Reaver Scout. I actually still have speed system on mine. I want to do engines on there, but obviously I haven't done it yet. So I guess I should go ahead and tell my Nighthawks to go home too. I don't know if he's going to be able to give me any more or not. Alright, well, on the Nighthawk build, what I'm currently doing, I just show it to you in my shipyard because this is my number 5. It's got 6 days, 5 hours left. Oh, hold on a second. He wrote me again. Yeah, he didn't tell me what tower. Well, anyway, I am doing the 7 Siege Torp Zs. And I went for these as opposed to the Assault Torp Bs, primarily on the DPS. These do have a much higher damage per second than the Assault Torps. Now, if you factor in the weight, as far as damage per 100 tons, the Assault Torps are better. But, you know, I'm not worrying about weight. I mean, this right here, 5,149 tons out of 6,125. Not to mention, it still falls under the 5,500 tons required for 5 identical boats in a fleet. 92. I must mean 292. Alright. It's all the way down to 5,300 uranium already, man. It sucks that they grab them like that. I mean, that's like 800 uranium that's gone. But I guess he held it for me, right? Yes, the fleet design, you're talking about my Nighthawk build, I assume, pirates. That actually is, all 5 of my Nighthawks are going to be identical, including the Phantom. Alright, Javelin right there, so I'll put that up. Sorry about the delay. It's kind of hard to say no to uranium, though. It's been a long time since I had a good amount of uranium where I could do multiple components, you know. Oh, for those who haven't seen, it's my pirate cup. I actually got 2 of them. Oh man, I would love that. I would just go. I would definitely be doing my Nighthawks, but I want my number 5 Nighthawk to be done. Quite honestly, I'm actually was kind of considering if I don't generally coin rank, but you know, I wouldn't mind doing that just to even out my Nighthawks a bit. Because right now I've got uh, they're all different ranks. I think I got 2 that are level 5 though, rank 5, and I think I got a 3 and a 4. Yeah, sweet tea. Yep. Yeah, these Nighthawks. 2 of these Nighthawks outperformed my whole fleet of Spectres that I had been using. Just 2 of these, and now I've got 4. So it's like now I can kill. Generally I can kill like 2 of these boats in one, and submerging one time. And it's just with their speed. They're so fast. Um, uh, that their range, their submersion range, is a lot better than Spectres. All right, let me get my Hell Strikes over here. Well, this will be the last dredge until Tuesday. All right. Go ahead and watch this one, I guess. I'm not going to be in a real big hurry to fix these since I really just use them for dredges, and I'm not going to be using them anymore until Tuesday. But this was a really successful 24-hour period for dredges for me, just with the people hooking me up. That generally never happens. Hey, Timo. 234 north. Um, hmm. Yeah, we'll be doing the round table tonight, Pirates. .234 north. All right. All right. I'll tell that guy to go home. Oh, I thought I already told him to go home. All right, I'm there. I got it. Oh, I'm sorry. I knew the last one was supposed to be the last dredge. I apologize again, guys. Thank you, Timo, for pointing this one out. Alright, I'll come and kill this one first, and I'll jump back out and come in at 3. What time is it on? Yeah, Eastern it's 6 o'clock, so UK should be about 11 p.m. I believe. Liam is on here, I think. He can tell you too. Mm-hmm. Is Brain Dead KDE on here? Which KDs are on here? Let me see here. I see. Oh, he is on here. Nice profile picture, bud. Oh yeah, no problem, pirates. See you later. All right. Take some of that advice. I'll sit there and put one behind a little bit just in case it takes a shot. All right, no shots taken. That's awesome. What you cooking there, Liam? Wooden Crumpet, how you doing? And answer to that question is I do believe so. Timo said boobs. Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you, man, I love the Battle Pirate community. Okay. I want to go under. That one will go over. Yeah, I know has had a bad rap in the past, and I know they're working on that reputation thing. So kudos for them on them for working on it, and I know they've got some really good players now. KDE. All right, now I'm 100% done. No more dredges. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of good players in NBK, brain dead. All right. Now, B Pelly, their gaming mentality was just going to complete crap, and they ended up. I guess a lot of them didn't want to change, and some of them did. Some of them would work on their reputation, some didn't, and so they'd split. And now the part of the B Pelly that broke off, like Bumo, followed Bumo away from B Pelly, which was their leader, is now in hits. Is the alliance tag is hits. So that's what happened to them. Yeah. Yeah, the whole Frubble bit and people doing that little gunboat trick and all that to avoid getting hit. I mean, it's a battle pirate game. I mean, we all sign up to have our bases hit, and all right. Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and start with this. Oh yeah, it's no problem. Flying sponge. Let's see. I guess I'll just go ahead and put this into presentation. Let me see. Present speaker notes, and then I'll slide my speaker notes off to the side. All right. Well, this right here is the Mastodon. Okay, and it is. I know it's a missile hull primarily, and I also know that it has a new special ability called remote targeting range. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to watch your questions over here on in the Twitch chat. But the remote targeting range, that is actually on my next slide, so where I can explain that a bit. This one right here, now basically, if you look, you can see this blue dot right here is supposed to represent the Mastodon. Okay, and this right here is supposed to represent another boat in your fleet that is not the Mastodon. Okay, and the Mastodon actually has two separate ranges. You have your regular standard weapon range, which is the inside gray circle. The outside gray circle represents a range boost limit. Okay, so basically, if you have another hull in your fleet, it has its own weapon range, as you can see here. But if that weapons range crosses into the Mastodon's boost range, then that target can be fired upon. This red boat right here is an enemy that can be fired upon, as is this one by the Mastodon. The Mastodon can target either one of these. Now, if it's just inside the max boost range, but not inside the range of another boat, then it cannot be fired on. That's what the yellow is. And the same thing goes here. That's actually outside of the max boost range of the Mastodon. Do I even lift? I don't really work out much anymore. I used to. But I know you guys are actually seeing what I'm talking about like 20 seconds beforehand. So if I need to jump back at any time, I can. So if you do have any questions, you can just put them here in the Twitch chat. I guess I'll go ahead and jump to the next slide though real quick. I can jump back if I need to. The other hull that's coming out is called the Avenger. It's a limited flagship only hull. Now, I know it will have its own combat speed, but as I understand, it can only go as fast as the slowest hull in the fleet. So generally, it's not a good idea to make your. It's not a good idea to have a whole bunch of boats in your fleet that perform differently. It's just very difficult to manage. So I don't know how much you can actually equip this guy to be faster than everything else in the fastest boat in your fleet, but it won't go. It'll only go as fast as the slowest hull in your fleet. It has what is called a command field. So this is a limited hull like the ECM that has its own tactical field. Okay, and this is called a command field. And any boats inside of that field As they take damage, they're going to get boosts to the damage, combat speed, and as well as damage resistance, and as they take damage, and that actually does work. It's very similar to Midnight Marauders. Um, no, the command field works to any hull in that fleet, and but the Avenger is very similar to the Midnight Marauder. The Midnight Marauder does the same thing, and you can actually use these together as well. I don't know if the Avenger's command field is going to have the same max 20%. I assume so. It may. I don't know yet. I'm sure that will be on the blueprint when the blueprint's officially been released, though. And let me see. Flying Sponge asks, so is a proximity-based missile sort of thingy booster? I don't really understand the question. I mean, it is limited. There is a range limitation on it, and as far as a proximity-based missile sort of thingy, it just has to be. Let me go backwards real quick. It just has to be, if it's outside of its own weapon range, but it's still inside its max boost range and in the range of another friendly hull, then it can shoot at it. And will the command field apply to any hull or just the Mastodon? Yeah, any hull. That the BTZ asked for that, or BTs. Is that what it's supposed to be? Yep, in the command field, it applies to the whole fleets. Well, I think what he might be asking there is like I don't know if just the one hull that's taking damage is going to be sped up, because that would be bad, right? If just the one hull sped up, because then all of a sudden you've got that issue as far as managing your boats, because I mean, if you're trying to keep them stacked, that can be bad. So I don't know if it's going to be just the one hull is going to be sped up, and if it is, it's probably only be sped up until it runs outside of this command field range. I don't know how long this command field, how big this thing is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like ECM type thing. I think that would be like way overpowered if it did, if it was that big. Oh, it's no problem, Flying Sponge. I don't mind stupid questions. I really didn't think it was a stupid question, but I don't mind them. Well, the remote targeting RPOLOC is that the remote targeting just means that it can the Mastodon can shoot beyond its maximum range. So it just means that basically it's a second hull that's primarily doing the targeting for the Mastodon. Now, if you had a whole fleet of Mastodons, this fleet could be potentially quite insane. Like with I know a lot of us when we're hunting subs, we'll tend to spread our boats out. And hey, Immortal, welcome back. So I'd imagine this here can come in really good as far as hunting subs. Resonance battery, yeah, 2 words there, Liam. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Timo. I don't know if that's really a good thing. If they aren't the same health and they may potentially have different speeds, yeah, that would be bad. Not sure if there's any more questions. I'm just waiting. I guess you guys can probably see how much latency there is, just because your chat comes up on the Twitch feed here. So to me, it looks like I'm answering your questions right away, but you guys don't actually see. So do the rezos get triggered by flag fields? Let me try to understand that. Do rezos get triggered by flag fields? Oh, the resonance battery. It gets this is a friendly field, so is what it sounds like to me for the Avenger. Should be a friendly field. So if you have resonance batteries in your fleet on your different hulls, this should trigger that. Hey, Sir Pimps-a-Lot. Hey, thanks for the dredges, by the way. I appreciate that. He gave me 2 of them. Is the Mastodon going to be a great prep fleet? I think that this whole concept is pretty new, and they really haven't said if it was a. The only thing we know is that it's a missile hull. I don't know what the armor points are going to be like. I don't know what any of the specials look like. So I can't really say how great it's going to be just yet, but I know it's just a brand new, concept there. Flying Sponge. The Mastodon sounds like something I would put with your interceptors, so that the targeting thing would possibly be effective enough. Yeah, I mean, it could be probably pretty good with like a Jug X or any kind of a high evade hull that can actually go into the base. I don't know how much separation there's going to be between the weapon range and the max boost range. I don't know how much separation there's going to be. So, I mean, if it's only 10, obviously, big whoop. But if it's 100, that could be a real big game changer. Resonance battery boosts your speed and damage by 20% if caught in tactical. Yes, yep. So yeah, the resonance battery could be a big awesome thing to put on your Mastodon fleet. I'm sorry, with your Avenger. So resonance should work with a Highlander nuke cruiser. No. The Highlander nuke cruiser, the Savage Kodiak, and the Grimshine, there's no tactical field. You don't actually see a tactical field around that. That's a flagship effect, so it's completely separate from a tactical field. Oh, I see Liam's answering your question too. So, Mastodon puts out an actual field like yes. No. The Avenger puts out the field. That's not the Mastodon. That is the Avenger. It's the Avenger that has the command field, not the Mastodon. The actual range for the Mastodon, you're not going to be able to see that. That's not a tactical field. Yeah, you're probably right there, Pimps-a-Lot. I know. The queue is like just ever growing, isn't it? Of fleets that you need to be building. I've still never built a Berserker fleet. I haven't built a Kodiak fleet. I've got 1 Reaper built, and I need a whole fleet of those. I mean, it's just, and I still need to work on my base guard too. So. So Liam, hopefully I cleared things up for you. And I know, Mr. Pimps-a-Lot, I know you were looking too, so. Well, hopefully I got everybody. All right. Yeah, the idea. I think the Jugex. I know there was somebody on the page that mentioned that, and is a really good idea, and I think it was a great idea personally. Well, my Hellstrike fleet have seen better days. But so is this. This is 9 hours. Just this right here. So I'm gonna let those guys repair, and then I'll work on these. I'll let these go overnight. I'll start them tonight. Let them go overnight. But that's that. What am I building after the Nighthawk fleet? I've kind of been all over, really. I still want to build a Berserker fleet. I want to build a Kodiak fleet. I know the Kodiaks. I think the Kodiaks were more intended for the AI, so I don't expect my Kodiaks to perform like the KDE ones because they tend to have the legendaries. But you know, I think right now I'm actually thinking, you know, I might tweak some of my other ships first, because you know I've got fleets in here like my Nash's Lightning carriers. I've never put any armor on them yet. They're still unarmored. Um, I really like my Harlocks just like they are. I think my Harlocks are pretty perfect. Um, my nuke cruisers still need more work. I wanted to put D5E on these, and at some point, and but you know, for me to do that, I would need to upgrade my dock, and I'm not really sure that I want to do that right away. You know, the double repair time kills me, uh, quite honestly. But aside from that, I mean, let me show you my limited holes that I still need to build. Well, I still need to do. Well, this has nothing to do with ships, so that still needs to go in. But you know, definitely need to get this guy built. I need to get my Savage Kodiak built. Um, that is built. Viper interdictors. This is what I'm going to build next. This is exactly what I'm building it next right here. My Vipers. I think I've got one blank hull built, and that's it. Yeah, the Avenger has some very neat possibilities. I don't know if it's going to quite be the same as. Well, I don't know. I think you're onto something there with the Resonance battery, Liam. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm not worried about the Spader DNX, even though I do have that built, and I did get a Zoe too, but I'm not too sweating that either. Um, I think that's pretty much what I'm after right now, is really just get my Savage, get my Vipers built, my Savage Kodiak built, and I'm probably just going to do some refits, and then before I go out and try to build a whole other fleet. But I think that's it. I don't know if anybody else has got anything else they want interested in. I know I've got I got 1 day, 22 hours left on my outpost, so hopefully nobody smashes my outpost before then. And but right now, things that I'm planning on doing with the extra land, I'm probably going to put something just so I can put another field next to my turrets. I might put a piece of land out here. Maybe I put some more land over here. Put some fields on my labs so I can set them behind my turrets. This guy right here is definitely going to be changing over to a gargoyle. So I got the one gargoyle going in here. I might make this a gargoyle as well. I want to change my javelins to harpoons. Quite honestly, I need to put my Deadeye in here. I'll probably change one of my brimstones over to a Deadeye. A lot of stuff I got going on. Take care, Liam. Thanks for coming on, buddy. I probably need to build another one of these guys too, because everybody seems to have two and they work a lot better than what I currently have. But that's when I start working on my guard again. But I do got 2 extra turrets I'm going to be building when my outpost comes up, and I may make another one a victory mortar. I'm not a victory mortar, another meteor mortar, because I do want to try that that new platform that I had won. Fuel air munitions. I want to give that a shot. Yes, they actually did that a couple weeks back. They changed that. The fire field effect went from like 100 to 300 too. I think that one went up. I've got 2 napalms right here, and they're. I do want to change the special on mine though. Right now, I currently have the Scramjet 3. I want to put that fire support M on there. I recently got all the Drake blueprints. For the longest time, I didn't have them, but now I have them. So I've got. And that's something else. I did put the fire support platform X on my meteor mortar here. And there's the M though that I want to put on my napalms. Yeah, 300 per second, yeah. Yeah, those things are like crazy nuts. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I am looking to get rid of this Vanguard. Really, the only reason I keep it in there right now is just to keep me from getting subbed out. I know, if something comes in the range of this guy here, it's going to surface some. Now, this is kind of preppable, though. I think if somebody wanted to come in and smash my base, they could pretty much come right here, kill that first. Um, they're going to take some damage, but then they could probably come in here with some Nighthawks and finish prepping my guard out if they wanted to. But my base, my guard currently is it's only 71% of the weight. It's like I really just put it in there to keep people from complaining about me not having a guard. So base defense is not something I'm ready to take seriously again yet. But maybe soon. Maybe soon. Yeah, Pimps a Lot. We did cover that on the show a couple weeks back. I think if you want to go back a couple episodes, I think we just did 127, I think. So maybe if you went back to like 124 or 125, we review it. As a matter of fact, just because I'm on here, let me see, OP6 review. I'll just do a search real fast on here. Napalm. Oh, it says 123. Let's try that one. Here we go. Yeah, that one where right here the damage went from 1120 to 2980, and that was on the 11th of September, so that was a month ago. So this is the changes. This is old stuff here and the new stuff right here. Pretty cool, right? Now I know this right here was actually an old graphic, so at some point they had added the radioactive damage in here that was like 60 per second. I knew this wasn't really all that current, but this was from episode 123, so it's 4 episodes back. So if you want to go back and watch that show, you can. Yeah. Yeah, I got 2. I'm pretty happy with them. Probably should have more. Probably really don't even need any gargoyles if you have enough of those in there. I mean, I think if you did your whole front line, maybe with napalms, it'd be pretty insane. Because these guys are going to get shots off, quite honestly. With the range being 84, I mean, there's stuff that can outrange it, but if you put the fire support M on there, the range is going to be extended. And I don't think there's anything that can outrange it, so it's going to hit everything. And not to mention the fire on the water will kill subs, so. Hey, Sparkle. Oh, Sparkle-Anus. The real who's next? The BTZ, Team OSS, Ziona, Sir Pimps a Lot, R. Pollock 99, Randall GBP, Nathan Bunyard, Monster 86, Mixter BP, Immortal 102, Lane Kieran, Flying Sponge, Braden Dead, 50 Cow, Sniper, 420, Captain Pugwash. Welcome to my Twitch. I really just wanted to stream my dredges. I don't know if anybody else has any questions I can answer before it's time to sign off. Oh, where's my base at? Are you going to come see me? I'm in 293 currently. I'm in 293 and see where my chords are. 175, 258. Just leave my dock, please. I got 4 coaxials currently. I like them. I don't know that I'm really incredibly impressed with them. The coaxials, to be honest with you. Oh no, I'm fine. I don't mind taking a hit. I'm here. I'm away from NBK. I think I'm the only NBK here. Um, so I'm kind of solo at the moment. I just got tired of competing for dredges. Um, so I just figured I need to take a little bit of time away and just to try to get me some uranium and so I can get some stuff. Actually, I can't believe I'm over 100,000 uranium currently. My mind's blown. Well, the Javs, as a matter of fact, that might actually be on the same slide. Javs with harpoons, I sure can explain. Let's see here. This is from 123. Here we go. The harpoon got a boost recently. Its DPS now is 1440, and which I think is just short, just under the javelin. Let me see if I got a. Let me see. I might have a presentation. You know what? It might all be in here. I know I did a presentation on that too, so. That was my Op 6 review. I'm trying to remember when I did that. Oh, I think I'm on track here. That's comparing the mortars. Oh, you know what? I bet you I know which one it was. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was the one where everything was added back into the retrofit lab. So it's not this one. Let's see if it's this one. Oh no, this is just a plain Jane retrofit lab one I did. No, not that one either. Alright, I just go backwards because I know it was one of these guys. Ah, this is it right here. Alright, this one right here, this slide, if you look at these are all long-range turrets. This is when the Deadeye Executioner and the Executioner came out. We were trying to figure out range and all that stuff. So the Deadeye, its range is 199. The Executioner, you can get that up to 182.5. We were looking at DPS and all that. The Javelin right here, currently, its damage per second with depleted uranium shells 3 is 229.5. The Harpoon with the same special is 216. Okay, the difference is the accuracy on the Javelin is 100%. With when you add DU shells 3, the accuracy is also increased. Okay, so you can't get better than 100, so it doesn't really affect the Javelin as dramatically as it does the Harpoon. And so that just brings the Harpoon's DPS up. And then, so with that, and then plus with the combat speed, well, look at there, I can't spell combat. With the combat speed, getting the minus 30% because it works like a disruptor cannon as well. I think the Harpoon, you probably get a lot more advantages off the Harpoon than you would the Javelin. That's why I was going to do that. And let's see here. Are gollies worth putting launchers on? The truth is, with the Goliath, I mean, I know you're a lower level, 50 cal, but the Goliath does have an accuracy boost that the launchers can take advantage of. So yes, putting the launchers on the Goliath is not a stupid idea at all. It's pretty smart if that's what you have. Oh, I just realized that my chat is over top the. Let me see. I'm gonna turn off this chat just for a second, and so y'all can see the whole chart. Off my camera too. Maybe that'll help. But see, that way you can actually see this whole chart. If you want to take a picture of it, you can. Or if you want, I can actually send you a PNG, a picture of it. Yeah, replacing the Sentinel-5. The Sentinel-5 actually has huge damage per second too. You see that it's 228.8. They'll probably make it 229, and that is with Scramjet. Now I know if you put the Fire Support M on there, you actually should get, I think you'll get a damage buff as well. Even though the range, you'll sacrifice a little bit with the range, but the executioner, the range on that's pretty large. You have 3 poons backed up with 5 jabs right now. I'm not sure what that means. This is from episode 124, so if you want to go back and look at Battle Pirate Talk Live 124, you can see me talk more about this. That was 50 cal sniper above here in the Twitch chat. Flying Sponge, he mentioned putting launchers on gollies. He said our gollies worth putting launchers on. And if you go in here, let's see here. If you go in here and you look at the Goliath blueprint right here, it should have an accuracy buff on here. Accuracy, it gets an additional 33% accuracy. So, and that's, I think I can't remember what the launcher's accuracy is. Let me look at that. You probably, I know the F and the U are the same accuracy. 71%, so if you add an additional 33% to that, let me just, I'm whipping out my calculator here on my phone. So the accuracy will go up to about 94, a little bit better than 94%. So it is worth it. The blueprints, let me see. I think it was Fire Support M. Frontline insulated panels. Here, Fire Support M. That one there increases your range by 20% and the missile damage by 25%. So that will increase your DPS as well. The Scramjet alone, see this is 20% range. The Scramjet alone is an advanced lab, base specials. The Scramjet will increase your range by 25%. So you would sacrifice a little bit. To me, I think Fire Support M is the way to go if you have it. And if you don't have it, hit some track bases. Well, Sparklanus, you asked if a 3-ship chain gun, 3 SCX fleet would be better than a 5-ship. Really, what that comes down to is the type of base you're hitting. The type of base that you're hitting. If you're hitting a base that has a lot of splash weapons, then yes, is because basically the damage that they're doing, the DPS that they're doing is for splash. If you have 3 boats, then they're doing triple whatever DPS, and if you have 5 boats, they're doing, what is that, quintuple? So, but if they have mainly accuracy weapons in there, like the missiles, not, well, I guess like Sentinels, for example. the stuff that does their accuracy and not splash, then you would probably be better off with 5. Just because it would shoot down, it would end up killing the first 2 first, and then you still have 3 boats left. Where if you only had 3 boats and it killed the first 2, then you'd be down to 1. Let me read. Flying Sponge is advising 50 cal. It's a waste of time. Well, yeah, there is a hull raid coming in December. It should be a hull raid. Obviously, it's not confirmed, but they're just following the pattern. It's generally every 4 months. So it should be December when the next hull raid. And then you could get, something better. You could get an Enforcer then, possibly. And who knows? Maybe there might be some kind of limited version of the Enforcer coming out. Who knows? What would I recommend for a spec CUDA build? Really, it depends on what you want to do with it. If you're looking for something general purpose with us for specs, you might want to consider putting like the. I know there was the. I can't remember the name of that drive. Oh, it's not even in here anymore. Let me go into my advanced. I'll find it real quick. The Magnus drive is what it is. You might consider a Magnus drive. You might want to consider the stealth attack system. Then you might want to put, I don't know, there's a few different, it really depends on what the function is that you want. Okay, incoming. You're going to hit me with maulers. All right, my base is getting ready to get tested, I think. Oh. Please leave the dock. But I don't know. I guess not really hurting for repairs right now. Let me see. Yeah, Immortal answered. I think Arpalak asked about the spec CUDA build. And what Immortal said is correct. If you want it for base prep or if you need it for fleet versus fleet is really, if you want it to be special, a good build, then you want it to specialize. You don't want it to be a general purpose. But if you're looking for something general purpose, then you might want to consider some of the compound specials that are out there. Haha. That's funny, the boss of KD. Oh, he's got launchers too. I might be in trouble. Nah, I actually feel pretty safe with that particular fleet. Wow, it's taking a long time to get a shockwave going. There you go. All right. Oh, sorry. Wow, this chat's been going on, and I'm like way behind. Can you put the fire support M on the executioner? Yeah. Well, you're probably referring to the Deadeye because the Deadeye is super heavy. I don't think. I don't know for sure. I think it might still be. I think it might be overpower. I think is the word they use, but. Yeah, Sparkle also said the same thing. Raider fleet versus fleet. Flying Sponge says, look outside. I know you're here. Monsters, right fair. I don't know what that is. The best way. Oh, let me see. Immortal Magnus Drive. BTC Magnus Drive, yeah. And, oh, is Flying Sponge, are you a 52? Are you coming back in? I mean, I can hold off if you are. Oh, he needs rank. You get a lot more rank off of a cargo. Take care, pimp. Yeah, you have a good one. Well, sent me a message. Oh crap! I am bubbled. I didn't even realize I was bubbled. Yeah, you got 27%. Did you like metal dump on me? You must have saw my metal count and felt bad for me, huh? Braindead, are you wanting me to pop? Let me see here. Recent attackers. Flying Sponge. Yeah, you're a 52. I didn't know you were a little guy. I just figured all of you guys were like high level, super coiners, legendaries, and everything, and all that. Let me see. I'll pop. That's my son's base. He's square. Looked like he metal dumped one. Yeah, he gave me one metal. Frubble, yeah. I got a Frubble. Yeah, I don't do drones. I keep advising people to not do drones. Oh, I'm fine, but I don't need to hit you back. I don't want to get embarrassed, man. I know you're level 52, but you probably got enforcers and everything else in there. Yeah, the VXP for ranking. Yeah, right. It's a shame. It's really bad. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right. Let me see. Oh, that's funny. You know, I didn't get any kind of notification that my base was attacked, but my son did. Well, anyway, guys, I think kind of beat this horse. And if y'all have any other questions, I mean, feel free to hit me up. You can hit me up either in game or Facebook. It doesn't matter to me. Um, you know, I do check my inbox, even my other inbox, quite regular. And yeah, I definitely, you know, I like to try to help the community. So anyway, y'all take care.